Valgavoth, Bitter Triumphs, Lively Dirge for getting a card into the graveyard, and then Kavaero. This is a cool idea, for sure. It just seems a little bit weaker to graveyard hate, no? Because you have Lively Dirge and Koma, Bringer, Ardyn, Valgavoth. We can try a version with this. Sideboard is what? Cruel Claw Heist. I do like that. Maybe not enough black sources. I don't know what Koma is doing there, to be honest. Well, Koma with Frostcliff Siege is kind of sick. Trample Ward, I mean, it's just huge. What was the artifact card that works really well with Kavaero? Well, it doesn't make hasters because you need to deal combat damage, but what was the artifact card? I forget. It was making like 7 1/1s. Yeah. I forget what it's called. Like Trisk something? Probably not. No. It's a creature. It's like a 7-mana artifact creature. The spider. No. Trifold, maybe. Might be Trifold. I don't think I own it, but could be that one. The white enchantment? No. Tree. Three tree? Is it really called three tree? Threefold? Is that what it's called? Okay, yeah, this one. Threefold Thunderhulk. Yep. So this creature enters with 3 counters on it. When this enters or attacks, create a number of 1/1s. So this works really well with Ardyn too. Because it enters or attacks, create a number of 1/1s equal to its power. You make 5 1/1s. Or with Kavaero, it's a 7/7. Or actually, sorry, I misread that. With Kavaero, it's a 7/7. With Ardyn, it's an 8/8. And then you make that many. That seems pretty good in this version, at least. But yeah, it's really good with Siege, exactly. Yeah, it's an artifact to give Delirium, which we like. Maybe at this point you just wanna... No, you still wanna play 2 Riddlers. Maybe 2 Lively Dirge is more appropriate. Thoughts? Might be too many. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at your list right now. It is a toolbox, I know, but if you don't have Kavaero, Nashi does not get artifacts, but it does. Yeah, no, it does not work with Nashi. It's not a legend. No. Pretty sick though. Okay. Maybe I can't play it. It seems really good though, with Kavaero and Ardyn. Like you don't need to do too much to make it work. And Day of Black Sun, Kefka. I love how Kefka just stays in there, no matter what. Soul Guy, it's a lot of Day of Black Suns, too many Pyroclasms. Raid heists instead of duress. I mean, sure. Yes. Sideboard. Probably Kaito 4 or something. Soul Guide Lantern seems fine, yeah. We did what? Strategic Betrayals? No counter spells. Don't really need them. Okay, what card should we take out for the Threefold Thunderhulk and try this version. Second. 1 Kaito, go down to 3. Or should go down to 2 Kaitos? I don't think you want to do that with 3 sieges. I feel like this version will be better game 1. But game 2, you're maybe a little bit too reliant on your graveyard. Because I tend to cut Overlords against Rest in Peace. Maybe Koma. Bringer. Lively Dirge. Let's go down to 2 Ardyns, I guess. I think this is blue. And then we Overlord. Okay, I probably should not have played this passage. I should have just played the Verges. That was bad. That was awful. Okay, it didn't matter. But, yeah. Point still stands. I should have just played like the Verge. Food of happiness and I know. Oh? Once again, and I'll be good. I'll be fine once again. Banishing Light on Siege. Okay. Boo. Boo hoo hoo. Okay. So we get to go the Thunderhulk. Make a bunch of dudes. Yep. Do the happiness and I know. Is this Kavaero time? Kavaero time? Yeah, probably. I'll be good once again, and I'll be good. Wow, if we had Siege, the game would have ended. That would have been sick. Sure. What? This is pretty sick. Okay. I'm kind of liking this. 1 bringer. I mean, you know, when you put in 1 bringer and you draw 1 bringer, it's pretty nice. No doubt. They're gonna have Rest in Peace. They're like black-white, so gotta take out some of these. Well, we got game 1. Okay. Frostcliff Siege into Kaito. I'm liking it. Swamp. Mountain. Yeah, I don't care about this nightclub. Did I just board out one Kaito? Or not board out, what am I saying? Discard? Yeah, sure. I think there is a chance we want the nightclub still. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's not a big deal to discard a Kaito because we have Overlord still and get him back, but another Banishing Light. Okay. We'll go again. Yeah. It's not very good because we can just Overlord and get it back. It's pretty strong though. What do we have? FOMO. Let's play Kaito. Minus on slasher and attack. What is this? Cast a spell that player's gains. Oh, that's the card. When an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 less on the discard card. I mean, that's a cool card against Is It Lessons, but they could just basics it. Lively Dirge with Kavaero in the graveyard already, so we can just go. This is probably lethal with the Triskelion, right? Okay. Yeah. How much damage is that? Just for future. If we have Siege in play. Dirge for the win. Yeah, that was sick. Also, Threefold Thunderhulk for the win. Toolbox. So we search the library, get their Thunderhulk. This is a 7, 8 power. Enters attacks, create a number of 8 power. So we make 8 1/1s, 16 damage. Jesus. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Plus the 8. Okay. 24 damage, not bad. With Kaito. Not bad. Okay, alright, we'll keep this hand. If you don't have Siege, then only Ardyn makes Koma good. Yeah, it's pretty sick with Koma. That's true. It's definitely sick with Koma. Theoretically, it can be cast to double green, double starting town. Not impossible. I guess you can also just get Koma into the graveyard with Faithful. Okay. I could see it. Playing versus 4 color. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and reef myself. Most of the time they just have inevitable defeat and not get lost, so Kaito, Kavaero. Okay, not any good mills for our Kavaero here. One starting town is actually not bad for us though, because we have another one for, and we can hardcast Koma. Okay. Although they can just play Inevitable Defeat and ignore the ward 4, so there's that. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait. We don't have lethal. We drew Lively Dirge. So we have Kavera in the graveyard. So we can toolbox here for what? 300 or the threefold? I guess so. Valgavoth? No, Valgavoth just gets ignored by Inevitable Defeat. Okay. Can also just put a jumbo Cactuar in. Well, that requires Siege to be to do anything. Or Ardyn. Yeah, yeah. True. Or Qarsi. What? Qarsi on it? Yeah, for infinite life? I mean, sure. I think it's pretty nonsense if you can't even hardcast it. And we're just not milling that much. Sack another artifact, put a counter on this creature. Okay. Not that that's ever relevant, but yeah. Kavero Thunderhulk's kind of good. With Siege, that was 24 damage. Okay. I mean, they have double Jessica Revelation. Like, this is going to be a disaster, but... yep. Combat. Oh, double defeat. Okay. So, sack another artifact, put a counter on this creature. So we can sacrifice once. Or just attack with Reef. Like, what do we prefer? Sacred Foundry. Sacrifice another artifact. Could just play Koma as well. Alright. Yeah, but Koma just gets hit by Inevitable Defeat as well. So, pretty awkward. And we should do it, because even if it dies, if they don't have defeat and they just have Day of Judgment or something, we can Ardyn, Faithful into play, Kavaero into play. But then they just have Inevitable Defeat. We're also at 11. We're just dead to, like, burn. Oh, is this the mill card? Like mill is 32 or something? It's kind of weird to do this. Okay. Holy shit. Opponent, do your thing. Yeah, we're just dead to Helix. Any room for Vestige? We could play Vestige. Why would we want to? Okay. Big nasties over here. I could just concede here. It's fine. 7 power up, 8 with Siege. Nothing bad ever happens by Oingo Boingo. Alright, 1 second. Nothing bad ever happens. Oingo Boingo. Sure. Add to queue. This is a Chris Botello deck, yeah. Alright, Heists. Bitter Triumphs, Abrade. Kaito, Kefka. I mean, they probably have some graveyard stuff. Koma just doesn't seem good because they have inevitable defeat. Valgavoth 2 though. Bringer 2. Maybe we take out these. Keep in 1 Koma still. Take out 1 more Overlord. Alright. This deck against the Jeskai Rev deck with Curse. Is this the Jeskai Rev deck with Curse Recording? Well, they had inevitable defeat, so no. It's not Jeskai. 4 color. Jeskai Black with Curse Recording. Shine on. Might get Kefka. Kefka Haste. Need Bats or Duress for these kinds of games? Well, we brought in 3 Cruel Claw Heists. It's actually pretty strong. Lumra is kind of interesting. I don't know what that one does, sorry. Yep. Rest in peace. But we drew the 2 Overlords, so there's no more. And if Kaito resolves, maybe it's a problem. Shine on, shine on, shine on. Yep. Just play another one. Or play Kaito first. Probably play Kaito, right? Yeah, we should probably just play Kaito. Yeah, I agree. Just play the Kaito while I can. Really? Thought there was a chance they don't have black mana there. Alright, still good though. We draw multiple cards here. We discard the Overlord, which is fine. What did he discard? Oh, I'll just look later. Doesn't really change anything. Ardyn. Nope. I'm gonna be pissed if there's a Day of Judgment here. I'll be pissed. Just perfect. And we still might win because of 3rd Siege, but... Alright. They discarded Line of Helix. Okay. Alright, playing around No More Lies. I don't care if that gets No More Lied. They lose their hand if they do. just discard the land probably. Burst Lightning. Punishing their rest in peace. I don't want that. And turn consult. Seize. Okay. So Lively Dirge. I should maybe take one of those out and maybe bring it back an Overlord. Let's just go for as much damage as we can here. I guess we go for green. Think they might be in trouble. I'm not playing around the Wrath of God instant speed thing. I won't. I refuse. I think they drew Revelation. Yeah, they did. The mistakes they make, that's alright, that's okay. They discarded Consult? Oh god. Oh my god. Are they luck sucking out of this? Okay, no. What do they keep? I don't know. Alright, could you run Sabsunin in sideboard? You could play a Sabsunin, yeah. It's a little greedy when you only have 7 ways to cast it, but Kavaero Sabsunin is kind of cute. The problem is that it gets bounced. Kavaero gets bounced, and it gets exiled. So. Like, which matchup would it be good against? Maybe blue-white. But they could still bounce it. They could also rest in peace. Stop your Kavaero shenanigans. Alright. Alright. Nashi time? Need to draw a red source. Please. Badly. Yeah. Okay. Normalize this. Yep. Okay. No lands. No lands for you either? No. Freaking starting town. I mean, I'll take the land, but... Yeah, they're missing lands too. I know. They're discarding. I think we just Kaito. Stop at combat. Jeez. It's pretty sick that Nashi can find you Kaito and also still hit Kaito. Like, that is actually nuts. Yeah, Nashi doing Nashi things. Well, need to draw something. There you go. Anything for 1 mana? Let's keep both. What are we discarding here? Koma! And Lively Dirge and Kavaero. Yeah, we have a lot. And 3 cards. Oh shit. And Overlord? FOMO, I guess. Okay. Won that one. Yeah, first world problems. Just which cards are we discarding? That was some Nashi shit. Alright, what should we do with this deck?